Hey YouTube, Danny G here. What we're going to show you today is how to make a bee escape. So this is a bee escape here, and this is for a 10-frame hive. And you put it on the hive like that, and your honey supers will be up here. So when the bees go in here and go out this bottom, they don't know how to get back in. So, you put it on for 3 days or so, and it'll push the bees out. The bees will go out. You can put a fume board on the top. You do this first for 3 days. If they're not, it'll get most of them out of there. And you can still try to run them out when you get there to pull the honey if you want, if there's a lot of bees still in there. But usually after 3 days, 4 days, they're out. So first thing you're going to need is this board here, and I got these sizes. I'll put a picture of this so you can see the sizes, but this thing is 15 and a half by 19, and it's like a cabinet backing. It's 3/16, 1/8 inch to 3/16 wide. So you'll need one of those, and then you'll need, these are the side pieces, okay? I'll show you about putting the rabbet joints and everything in them. But those two are this 3/4 inch wood there is the thickness. They're 19 1/8 long by 1 1/4 the height of them, the width of them, okay? And then I'll have on the paper where you put the groove. It's a 3/16, roughly 3/16 to 1/4 inch groove. Okay. When you do that, this is 1/4 inch wide here, and you got like 3/16 inch cut, and then this is 3/4 wide. So the 3/4 wide goes at the top where this is at. So I'll show you assembling it, and it'll be a little more clear. But you need 2 of these, which are 3/4 inch wide boards, 3/4 inch by 10 1/4 long, okay? And they're also a 1/2 inch the thickness. You'll have 2 of those. So that gives you your framing here. This goes in the middle. We have to drill. I'm kind of jumping around here. I'll do the wood and then I'll show this. But we need these pieces here. We have to make 3 of these, which are going to be the inside of this triangle that's part of the bee escape. So 3 of those, they're 3/4 inch wide by 5 1/2 long, 5 1/2 long by 1/2 inch. Okay. So the 1/2 inch is going to be, it's 3/4 wood. You're going to cut them 1/2 inch. Their 1/2 inch is the height of them when they're laying down like this. When you make your triangle, that's the inner triangle. Okay, so you'll need 3 of those, and the last pieces you'll need 3 of these. And I'll have like I said, I'll have it all wrote out, and I'll take a picture of it, and you can pause the camera, and you'll be able to find out, all the sizes. So these are 10 1/4 long by 1/2 inch thickness. The thickness of them is 1/2 inch by 3/4. So they're 3/4 this way. This is the way they lay. That'll be the outer triangle. And you just, you know, do it. But we'll show you all that. And this is the piece that goes on the top. The piece, it's 1/8 inch hardware cloth. You can buy a roll of it at Lowe's or Home Depot, wherever, any hardware store. It's the 1/8 inch hardware cloth. And this is just a 10 by 10 triangle. 10 inches all the way around. Okay, so what we're going to do is you mark the center of your board. I just get, you know, a straight edge. Go from corner to corner. Just mark a line, and then do it the other way. Mark a line, and it'll be right dead center. And then you're going to take it over like to a drill press or a drill. I'm going to see if I can spin this around for you. That's the drill press over there. I kind of got a jig set up. That's it. You just put a hole. You can use a drill with a hole saw. All right. That's that. And then you can just get some sandpaper. Clean that up. Okay, so first we'll just put this together, the framing. The high side goes up, which it doesn't matter when you're putting it together. It mostly matters when you're putting this on, because the thickness on this right here, the thickness of this is close to this. That's why it's got to be flipped that way. Okay. Glue these up. Just make sure when you're doing this that everything lines up, because when you put your dado or use the saw blade to make this cut in here, don't flip one and have it the opposite way. Okay? That'll screw you up. So just pay attention to what you're doing when you're putting these together. So when you use glue, it holds it better, you know. I'll go this way. Okay, for this we are going to use the staples, and they are 3/4 inch staples to shoot the ends in here. staples is enough. Glue in this groove. Glue in the groove. And on the end here, so we'll just put it on this end here. When you're stapling, just be careful, don't have your fingers here, because if it hits a knot, if you have longer staples, it happens more, and it shoots up, it'll stab you. All right. We're going to put the end board on. It goes this way. I'm going to get it on that, get glue in down in here. All right. Okay, there you have it. All right. So if you got a 9-frame box, the only thing that's going to change is the size of these boards here. Okay, it's going to just, or an 8-frame, I'm sorry, an 8-frame. It's going to come, you know, this board's going to come in, so these boards are going to be shorter for 8-frame if you got it. That'll be the only difference. Everything else will be the same. All right, so now we got that. We got the deep side facing up, because that's where this triangles go. Okay, so I just pretty much, hopefully you can see this pretty good. So you're just going to kind of put them like that. You're going to leave enough room for the bees. Like, I don't know, it's almost close to the, after I shoot it, I'll show you when I put it down. But, you know, it's just, you know, you get it just so the bees can get out. You know, whether it's, here, I'll give you an idea. It's a little less, a ½ inch or so, or less. I think it'd be better to have a little bit less. So anyway, I'm just gonna shoot these down with, I'm using brad nails to shoot them down. And they're 5/8. I almost want it to go through. The other ones I used shorter staples. I'm going to try something here. I got these staples that are let's see, they're ½ inch staples. It's enough to tack it down, the glue will hold it. Let's try that. So you can glue all these up if you want, and then just put them down. I think these will hold them down better. That way we don't have them going through. They went through a little bit. It's just, I don't really, it's a little, that annoys me if it's going through. No, I don't want it. See, it came through a little bit with the 5/8, so I'm just using staples, 1/2 inch. And that way, even though this is 1/2 inch, it pushes them through enough just to hold it on that board. All right, so just like that, you're just giving enough space that the bee can go through and get out. And then we do the same thing for this triangle. It's basically kind of sort of like a maze for them. And if you got this cut, you can kind of see. So what we'll do is I'm just going to glue them down, then I'll shoot them. I'll kind of get them where I want them. Making a little maze. Okay, and grab my staple gun. Let's see here. I'll use my air staple gun. You can use either type. You can use this type. I got an air one. See if we get any bullets in here. Yep. So let me show you this. It's just like a little maze. And this side will go down. So when they go out that maze, and they just can. In this sense, it's a screen. Got that screen on it. They just go to the screen and they don't realize they got to go into one of these to get through there, to get back up. So that's how they can't get back up. So, next thing we're going to put this piece of hardware cloth. You know, we got like 75 of these things. You know, but even if you're just a hobby beekeeper, you can use these. I mean, you got 2 hives, 4 hives, it'll really help you. So you just kind of eyeball it and get it where you want it, where they go out. It's not real crucial. Well, that was kind of crazy. And you can do it on the inside one too. you got yourself a bee escape. Main thing is, make sure you have the high side, the thick side. Which it'll be, I'll show you all the stuff. So that's 3/4, okay? These are 1/2 inch thick. So that way when you put it down, it's not hitting your frames or anything like that. All right. So the pieces like these, okay, this angle is 60 degrees. All right. So what you can do is measure, this is just a scrap piece of wood, from the end to 1 3/8. From here to here is 1 3/8, and then you draw your line there, okay? Now you could make that cut on a radial arm saw or whatever you want to do. Or you could do it like I'm going to show you right here. This is just to get my angle. I got a long enough piece of wood that I can hold this thing to get this angle. Okay, it's going to go from the corner to the 1 3/8 mark. And I'm not plugged in. Right there, it gives you this. Then you can use this for your template to make all the other measurements. You just get your wood, put this on your wood, and just draw your line on all of them. And then you can do it on a cut saw, just get the angle, or you can go over here to the radial arm saw and do it on that. You know, just got to hold the angle where it's got to be and cut it on your line. Because I think you'll be able to set that to the angle, to the 60 degrees. That's the problem with some of the saws. You might not be able to set it to 60 degrees, but you can just make it where it's going to be on the blade. Because like the other pieces that are small, okay, it's going to be hard to cut like this to get both sides. Because you're not close enough to the blade and everything, and it'll be kind of dangerous, so you don't want to do that. That's why I'm telling you to draw it out. Use the, you got your angle now. You take a piece of scrap wood, all right, and then you'll put this on, you'll just lay that on a piece of scrap wood. I'm just grabbing anything. The side, you already got your sizes cut out you're going to need. You just take this and you're going to put it on there, right like that. You draw your line. Okay. When you're doing this, you always want to wear safety glasses, and you watch your fingers on here because the cuts you're making are close. So what we do is we get the height of the blade for the depth of this. Is roughly, I think it's 3/8. Do a 1 inch thing here. Yeah, it should be roughly 3/8 deep. So I just got a piece of scrap wood here. Push stick. So if you're not using dado blades, you don't know what a dado blade is, it would be, you could add blades to make the thickness. So you could take and make it, 3/16. If you're not and you just want to do it, you can bump this over. I'm going to bump the saw over. and run it through again. So right now that's the thickness. It's only a saw blade thickness. I'm going to run it through a second time. To get that thickness. And now you got your 1/2 inch here that you need where you're building the other part. So that's how you'll get this groove in there. Because if you're not building a lot of them, this is the easiest way. Dado blades are like 60 bucks. Now they're probably more than that. I bet they're probably up to 70, 75 bucks for a box of them. Okay. So that gives you an eye. You'll do that on the 2, and then I'll show you how to do the rabbet joint. Okay. So these are dado blades. If you're not sure, you never used them. And this is how you get your thickness. Because these blades are a different one. They go this blade here. Sorry about that. It goes in between the 2 saw blades when you're putting it on your saw. And that's how you get your thickness. If you use it, see that? Okay, this is already set. I got these saws already set up, and I use them because I'm cutting so much all the time. These are set for like the pieces I just showed you, or if I'm doing, I got other videos up you can watch about doing the rabbet joints on your beehives when you're building them. Okay, so this is already set. It's 3/8 of an inch high right here, because that's 1/2 of 3/4, because we use 3/4 wood. So this is 1/2 of it. All right, so what we'll do is we'll show you how we run them through there. It's gonna be a distance away, but you'll get the idea. So let me set you up. Okay. Now I got you set up to show you how to do the rabbet joint. This is the piece, this scrap piece we used that I put the groove in, okay? And if you got a table saw, you use this, it'll help, protect your fingers and stuff. So you're just going to run this on the board here. That's how you get your ends like that. Now, if you don't have that and you got a radial arm saw, which is over here, let's see, I'm trying to do this by holding this camera. Let me take it off here. You can just put it in there. Adjust the height of the saw here, and then just keep pulling this in and out. You mark the width here, 3/4, and then you'll just keep doing it, and you just keep moving the board. Just keep slowly moving it out, and you keep pulling that until you get all that wood is gone. That's another way you can do it, another quick way. Okay, if you have a radial arm saw, this is how you would do it. You would put your mark here. You see it? How much you're going to cut out of this. All right. You're going to just keep moving it. Until it's done. You adjust the height of your saw and you just keep moving it back and forth. until it's done. Whether you got to use a, whatever type of saw you got to use, that's how you would do it. Okay, so hopefully all these tips helped you out and gives you a better understanding about how to do it. What we'll do is like I said in the video, I'll put a cut sheet up, and then you could pause the video and write everything down. But hopefully showing you these little tricks and stuff and how to do it will really help you get this done. So if you like the video, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up so it can help my channel grow. And I really appreciate you watching the videos. Thanks. Have a good day.